So here we are on the cusp of a Super Bowl for the Eagles. I'm Billy V, and I'm so happy to have with me Vince. It says on your screen, Vince, because everybody
Vinny,
knows Vince
Vinny,
Papale, baby.
Vinny P, Billy V, man, I tell you, it's been a while. God, oh my, man, when I saw your phone, when I saw your name popped up, I said, "Damn, boy, this is
Hmm.
great." Yeah,
It has been, so it's great to talk to you. And
thanks, Billy.
I'm going to assume that everyone knows who you are, because if they haven't, if they're not a football fan, surely they've seen the movie Invincible about your
Uh,
life.
yeah, I
There
hope
you
they've
go.
seen it right there.
And if it's a young person who hasn't seen the movie, because what it was in 2006 it came out, I think.
Yeah, it came out. Yeah, it came out right around Labor Day 2006, around number one in the box office.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it did about 30 million the first 2 weeks, which isn't too shabby.
No,
And
starring
yeah,
Mark.
it great. It was fun, And this is the who's nuts parts portion. The Kenny Iman was our special teams coach, offensive line coach, special
Oh,
teams coach. And anytime you made a big play and you won, the game ball that they gave guys like me and Denny Franks and the special teamers, they gave us these T-shirts. So
okay.
yeah, who's nuts?
He's nuts.
We
Uh,
have that code, when what's going you just see a guy who's nuts. So pretty cool. But
Mark
come on.
Wahlberg played you in the movie, and if
Yeah,
somebody
Wahlberg
hasn't
was
seen it,
great.
yeah, he was. He's a lot shorter than you are, but nonetheless,
Yeah, a couple inches. What they did is actually they brought guys like Carmichael was 6'8", 6'7", so they brought his actor down. They brought in a guy 6 feet 6'1". The great thing about that, Billy, was when they were filming the movie, the football action was real because all of the guys that were in the football scenes were Arena Football League players and or former NFL players that still had a little juice in them and wanted to be in a movie with Wahlberg. So the intensity was insane, and we filmed a lot of it at Franklin Field, obviously the pro scenes, and Central High School. If anybody's watching the movie Central High School, we filmed. Central High School was used for the training camp, and they have this woman, Elizabeth Banks, playing Janet.
yeah.
So Janet, in reality, was a world class gymnast. She and Kathy Rigby were teammates on that team back in the day. So, and then she blew her knee out, went to Penn State, and gave up her gymnastics competitive career, but coached at the University of Pennsylvania as gymnastics. She was with the late great Harry Gamble. You
Wow.
know, yeah.
So she's a better athlete than you.
Without a doubt, Vinny. That's Vinny. That Vinny when he played on the high school team against Canada, so that was pretty cool. And
Yeah,
Gabriella,
yeah. Your
yeah,
son Vinny, who played at the University of Delaware.
yeah, Vinny played at Delaware. He just finished up with the UFL, United Football League, and they've got their season coming back. He just Italy recruited him, and he's on their Olympic flag football team. So he actually just finished up a couple months ago the World Championship out in Helsinki, which was really cool, and he had quite the experience. Rumor has it he led the tournament in touchdowns, so
Hmm.
it was pretty cool. Yeah,
Okay.
life is
Well,
good down here in Florida. It's a beautiful day.
yeah. You playing pickleball? What are you doing to stay?
Well, yeah, I played a little pickleball. You'll appreciate this because you can appreciate these guys. When I was playing, I lived in Voorhees, and we lived in a development called Alluvium, and Ron Jaworski was there, and Mike Schmidt was there, and Steve Carlton. I mean, there were 6 or 8 former NFL players or active athletes in Philadelphia, and guess who moved right next to Jaws but Doug Collins, the Doug Collins, right? So Doug
76.
decides he's going to, this is 1976, 1977. Doug decides he's going to put what they call a sports court in his backyard, and his sports court was big enough for tennis. You could play volleyball and basketball. But there was this new sport coming out in 76, 77 called pickleball. And that's when could you imagine some of I mean, it'd be Schmitty out there, it'd be me and Dougie and Jaws, Wilbert was in the neighborhood, Mike Schmidt was in the neighborhood, Bernie was in the neighborhood. I mean, it was crazy. So
Bernie
we were,
Perrant?
Yeah, but yeah, we were playing Super Bowl back then. Yeah,
Wow.
Billy's down in Avalon now, living. He's living life. He's living large.
And here I am. I thought it was just a new thing for old men.
Yeah, right.
Um,
Yeah, for the non-athletes. Yeah, they got it all over the place. But I live in a golf course here, so it's pretty cool. Turtle Creek.
Living the
It's
life, golf course in Florida. Go ahead with yourself.
Yeah, there it is. Hey, it is what it is.
Let's talk about this Super Bowl. And anybody who
Yeah,
hasn't
that's
seen the
right.
movie,
There's a game on Sunday. That's
yeah,
right.
there is a game. Anybody who hasn't seen Invincible, though, they should get on their Fire Stick or their Hulu or Freebie or whatever it is and watch that movie. Um, so for this game Sunday, first of all, a lot of people are saying, well, they got to throw the ball. Jalen Hurts has to throw the ball more. And of course, in the championship, NFC championship game, he answered a lot of people's questions and doubts, and he can certainly get it done. But people are talking about they've got to run up a high score. For me, I'd rather see them play more of a ball control offense. Saquon Barkley just named the offensive player of the year. Give him the ball. He'll probably break a long one or two, but I'm more interested in watching him just matriculate down the field, 5 yards here, 4 yards there, and keeping the ball away from Kansas City and Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, matriculate. I think that was a word by the old coach from Kansas City Chiefs back in the day. Matriculate down the field. Anyway,
Yeah.
you know,
Hank
I
Stram, was it? Was it Hank Stram?
yeah, Hangstrom, yeah, but boy, I'm with you 100%. To me that game pretty much rests on the shoulder of 26. Our MVP, and he can handle it. And it's just been such a joy to watch him perform this year. I'd always obviously my Janet's a Penn Stater, so we're big Penn State fan and rooted for him big time when he was up there at Penn State. But with the Giants they get lost up there. And then he came in and he made such a great impact in the beginning, and has set himself up as a leader. They got to give the ball to Saquon because I think once they get that going, it's okay. Here we go, and it opens up so many different things from Jalen, which that's why he was so that I thought so successful without a doubt is concerned.
Yeah.
His best game that I think he's played as an Eagle
Yeah.
today. He was flawless, and man, oh man, his touch on a pass and his decision making, it was wonderful. It was great to watch. And hey, listen, in Kansas City, they there's nothing that they haven't seen. There's nothing that their D coordinator hasn't seen. There's nothing Andy hasn't seen. So they almost got him. We almost had him a couple of years ago. So why not this year?
Yeah, speaking of their D coordinator, Sean Spagnuolo, Steve Spagnuolo, he brings all kind of crazy blitzes, and Jalen is he is a very good quarterback, but sometimes blitzes are his weakness. So I would say again, that's another reason to run the football because they're going to come at it, like they did against the Bills. Kansas City is going to come with blitzes from all over the place, and there's going to be guys who don't get blocked.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see some of the combos they have out there. I'll be curious to see if they put a spy on them. Would you look at the other way around? Would you put a spy on Mahone? I
Mhm.
mean, just we've got two of the best defensive coordinators in football that are going head to head, and and of course Andy, like I said, and he's not too shabby.